one given situation. Marth has a bad time approaching Fox, so it's really just about. Actually, let's see how SFAT handles this. So he doesn't close off that stock. See, for example, he could have gone up a full stock just to start off this game, but he did everything else really well. Like he almost had himself in that position.
If I'm thinking of Foxes that I like in the Marth matchup, SFAT near the top of the list for sure. Of course, all that experience against his teammate Pew Pew, but
I don't know, man. He's dropped like 20 sets to Zane.
Yeah, I mean Zane's also like a different breed at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Yeah.
But man, Reeve doing pretty well. I mean, repping the oldest school pretty much. Like I can't imagine many players in this bracket who have been around as long as Reeve or longer than him.
Yep.
Ooh, 2 dancing blades to the turnaround F smash. That was actually ridiculous. I mean, it didn't kill, but it looked really cool.
Yeah, now Marthritis is very real. Some people say it's not. I disagree. I think Marthritis is a very real thing. If he fails to kill you off of the combo that he opens you up with, then he doesn't really have like a stray move that kills you like nearly as well as, let's say, like a Fox neutral air. But Reeve did eventually close out that stock, and then SFAT tied it up right away. So 3-3.
Yeah, and you saw Reeve had to get him all the way almost to 190, and then SFAT just comes down like 115. You're dead. So that straight hit factor is so real.
I wish SFAT didn't let him get away with that air dodge for free. You know, mistakes like those in this game, you can really, like in the top level, I feel like you can really open your opponent up for the slightest misstep. Like every little interaction, you got to aim to do it perfectly, and that's even something like that air dodge, you can really take it all the way, which unfortunately SFAT didn't manage to do.
And this stock might have already been gone for SFAT if he didn't get the slide off after the second place on the right edge. He's just, you know, trying to get the most out of his second lease on life here. But Reeve holding down the neutral super well, just not allowing SFAT to get in, and he's able to call out the downward angle. Yo, that's those old school fundamentals, man. It's like, I don't care how new and tricky the meta has gotten. I understand the counterplay to things, and there's nothing that I'm like afraid to execute in Melee because I've been playing for so long.
Yeah. I love the use of the down tilt right there. Super good at catching Marth's dash back. Marth's dash back is notorious for contorting like the entirety of his chest backwards an extremely far distance on frame 3, I believe. But down tilt just negates that because it hits the feet. So SFAT was able to convert down tilt into up air to finish off that stock.
Oh,
I think right there, ooh, he was going for the KJH Marth killer. I know SFAT likes to do that. It's an edge guard that really no one does. It deserves a lot more. It deserves to see a lot more usage than it does. But I see what he was going for. He still managed to finish it off though.
Just sliding back, controlling the center, letting Reeve come to him. Oh, and that falling bear. Oh no. Okay, very, very good recovery there by Reeve.
Good choice to just wow, no way. Okay, that's really good cognizance from SFAT. That runoff up air. You don't really see that very often. There's going to be a Red Bull replay of certain highlights from that last game.
Yeah, this is my favorite moment for sure. I mean, it didn't even really turn into anything, but it just looked great. He got one dancing play to set him up for the tech chase, then another one. Oh, I don't remember this part of the game, but it still looks cool in reverse. And then, yeah, 2 more dancing blades. Bam, forward smash the other way, knowing that he was at a high enough percent to not catch the ground.
Yeah, I guess that's like Reeve's adaptation to, you know, Marthritis being a real thing, because Dancing Blade is a pretty like low frame data, meaning it's a fast move that can set up for like something like a forward smash to take away Fox's stock. So once you get into those obnoxious percents, like 160, it makes sense that he was trying to land that.
Yeah, and you could probably even land the Dancing Blade 3 just for the raw power. I wonder if that would have linked, or if Fox would have been able to get out of it. I think he could have hit it though, right? Like he could have just done 3 Dancing Blades and taken the stock there.
I honestly forget what the third one, like where the trajectory even sends them. I just know that the first one is pretty much the best, obviously, because that's the one that comes out the fastest.
Yeah, that was.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Either way, solid match. I mean, Reeve showing that he's still got it. Like to even have made it this far. I think this is second round of top 32 now. I'm sorry, top 128. And you know, like at this point, I'd assume he's like a grown ass man with like a job and stuff, and he's still able to hang with some of the best players in Melee.
Yeah,
and actually, his teammate Dreffin is in this bracket as well. I was mentioning how there probably isn't anyone as old school as Reeve in the building, but Dreffin certainly very close. Like they're from the same era, and he is now one match away from top 32 in a set with Khalid, but he's down 0-1.
Dude, it always makes me happy to see Dreffin doing well. He's
Same.
been around for so long, like over 15 years. I've been playing the game since 2005. Dreffin's been around since longer than I have. Like he's been around since at least 04, maybe. Yeah, I think since 04.
Yeah, and he had like a little brief hiatus period, right? I remember him starting to come back around like 2013 or 14, maybe a little bit sooner than that. But he's just stayed steady since then.
Yep. It's good to see. And we go to Pokemon Stadium. Frozen Stadium is a really helpful change for Marth in this matchup, honestly, especially in best of threes where FD gets eliminated by the ban. This stage is the next best thing because no top platform, no escape route for Fox, and Marth's punish game is going to be extremely devastating on this stage.
Right, and still not so horribly polarizing because space is typically like this stage anyway. It's got the low ceiling to play to his advantage as well, so not as rough as FD, but still something good for Marth to have access to.
Yeah, I love the way that SFAT is smothering him right now, and then he changes the tempo at just the right time. He pretty much predicted exactly when Reeve would go on the offense because eventually, like, you just get sick of having to deal with all that pressure, and you'll often just see the Marth run in and go for like a somewhat predictable down tilt. That's exactly what Reeve did, but SFAT had it anticipated, and he dashed back, and he was able to push his lead even further.
See that high side B catching Marth at a down tilt. Almost dropping the stock. Is he going to complete the edge guard? Oh, wow. Did he just do a nair right there? And get stuck under the stage?
Not exactly sure. Really nice tech roll. Yep, that's the one way in the game that you can survive that forward smash. And then I think that was a mid-short in. Yeah, so actually incredible defensive maneuvers from SFAT on this stock to stay alive. And
he saw...
Oh my goodness.
So clean.
See, if he turns this stock into something, then all that work will have been worth it. Either way, it's super impressive, everything that he's done to stay alive. Amazing angle. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, SFAT, dude. I don't know what he studied in school, but it should have been geometry. Complete natural.
He finally dies, but you see, he racked up 24%, and honestly, 24% matters because it puts Marth closer to tumble. And see, honestly, that 24% could have very well been why Reeve lost that stock. So SFAT's work wasn't for nothing.
And now just one stock left to clean up this set. Oh, bashes out of the grab, though. Reeve with another chance here. Clean tech chase onto the platform. And
yeah, SFAT DI, the way that SFAT DI'd was not the way you want to, giving Marth that tipper forward smash off of the platform chain throw. But he still got a huge lead in this game.
Oh, drops the wave shine follow-ups.
Would have been better to drill grab, rather than shine Marth to the ledge. But nonetheless, yeah, Marth killer, and that's going to finish it off. That was a clean game.
It really was, man. SFAT, of course, very experienced hands-on in that matchup, which I think is, part of why a lot of these Fox players think that Marth might beat them. The availability of Marth practice versus, another Fox, for example, it's just not quite there. But then you see when someone is very keen on Marth's game plan or like exactly what it feels like to hit him and capitalize on each hit, it can get really bad for Marth as well. But we've got a few replays to check out as well. Just watching this again is great. That was so cool.
Yeah, it was a bit ambitious of SFAT to go in with that full hop approach. Kind of handed Reeve that stock. But he picked himself up really nicely right afterwards.
Yeah, that falling up
was-
air was
yeah.
nuts.
That was nice. And then that's pretty much Marth's weakness. What you saw right there is just being denied the ability to touch the floor. Fox is so good at juggling Marth because Marth has to pick a really high committal option like a down air to contest Fox. And if Fox can read when Marth will go for that down air, then Marth is just a sitting duck.
Yeah, move has so much lag in the air that if you throw that out early to try to, swat him away,